Grass cave. Grass cave. It's a whitey. When Halong Bay recognized by UNESCO as World Natural Heritage Site in 2000, one company, Indochine Company, they ran this island and they changed name Grass Cave to Tien Cảnh Sơn Cave. Tien Cảnh is the landscape in the sky. Sơn is the mountain. It's a beautiful name for tourism. But in the ticket, they don't use Tien Cảnh Sơn name. They use Grass Cave. In the ticket for tourism, they use classic name, not business name. Okay, and there are 90 steps, natural rock to the middle of the mountain. Okay, only one way to get in and move outside of the cave. Okay, and at the entrance it's low and narrow, so mind your head, mind your step. Okay, do not break the stone. Mind your head. Okay, and some.
We are now moving toward the Rat Cave. Rat Cave was discovered by the natives because of the typhoon over here, and they had to go to some place to escape and hide.
I want to take a look.
So now towards the Rat Cave.
So wherever you go, we'll follow you like a
Now there are steps going towards the Rat Cave, and they are going to be steep and tortuous steps. But ठीक है, very rich.
You move first. You move to the cave, right?
These are the steps.
Okay. But I.
Climbed these stairs, and now we have come to the Rat Cave here in the mountains. These mountains and the Rat Cave is in Vietnam. These rat caves are in the Vietnam. We are entering the Rat Cave in a mountain. Fishermen use these caves to save themselves from typhoon or other natural calamities. And this is a nice place for whole of the village to come and take shelter. And the cave here is very narrow, dark. These are the steps in the cave.
Something new. So here, that's the electricity line, and get inside this cave. This area here is the main place for children. But in the other side, in the second chamber, is the place for them. Celebrate eating, dancing, and drinking inside there.
Now we are moving to the second chamber in this rat cave. This second chamber is generally for the small children and females so that they are protected. Though these caves are narrow, but they protect from natural calamities like typhoon or floods, etc. These are the caves. The caves are narrow, they are dark, and without the light of mobile, we cannot see anything over here. This is the interior of the cave that we have come to. This is the interior. He's our guide, Travis. And this is the end of the cave.
Excuse me, everyone. In this cave here,
Second chamber.
chamber, with the stalagmite. For example, it will be created by the rain. Whenever it have rain on the top of the mountain, it have raining. On the top of the mountain, the water will be scrolling and leaking down to the stalactite. Meaning for those stalactite up to your head. You can see some of the stalactite, if you watch it carefully, you can look, it's like a water drop about to fall. But it's not gonna fall because it's gonna become part of the rock. And this will growing 0.5, 0.8 because all the stalagmite, stalactite around here have been about 500 million years ago. Very, very long time ago. And in our bay, we have 3 bay in total. Ha Long Bay, Bãi Từ Long Bay, and Lan Hạ Bay. Everyone, please get closer here. Let 969 islands with about more than 70 caves. And not every cave will look like this one, all right, everyone? Some of the cave can walk inside like this. Some of the cave we need to use the bamboo boat and kayaking boat to go through the cave. And with all the cave around the bay, we have small and the big one. For example, the one we are standing here right now is the small cave, not the big one, right, everyone? The biggest cave in my bay called Surprising Cave, and it have a foreigner name.
Surprising name.
Yes, it have an English name. Is because not been found by Vietnamese. Vietnamese found this cave. We put a Vietnamese name, but captain, when they go around the world, discovering the world, in about early of 19th century, 1903, I remember that, they come here and they discover the Surprising Cave. And when they found the cave, just like us, very dark, but the first chamber moved to the second chamber, they was being surprised by the scenery inside the Surprising Cave. So they call it Surprising Cave. That is Cảnh Sơn. Thiên Cảnh Sơn is beautiful landscape from the sky.
Speak
Right,
it again.
everyone?
Chin can.
Thiên, you can spell with me. Thiên,
Chin.
Thiên,
Thin.
yes, Cảnh,
Kind.
Sơn.
Sun.
That's right. Combine
Cảnh
together,
Sơn.
beautiful mountain from the sky. So in our bay and our country also, everyone, we have a story about dragon. A lot of story about dragon, meaning for dragon fly up. Dragon fly up, descending to this area, we call it Ha Long Bay. So fly from capital to the other city, descending dragon, Ha Long Bay. And with Ha Long Bay here, this area here is the Bãi Từ Long Bay. Why it have a different name? It's because Bãi Từ Long Bay is a small bay inside the Ha Long Bay. Alright? It's not Ha Long Bay, but it's a small one inside the big one. So we call it the baby dragon. And right here inside this cave, I can show you where is the dragon also. If you come to every limestone cave around this bay, you should look at the star of Thai and star of Mine and start to use your imagination. For example, like this one, I can say it looks like a dragon head, a female dragon head over here. And with the Bãi Từ Long Bay is this one. Yeah, we can call it a small baby dragon. Go together, have us win the war. After the war, they turned into all the islands, around 3 bays. How many islands do we have, everyone? Yes, can you say? Anyone remember? I just told you.
More than 90? More than 90?
Remember, everyone? Okay, no one listening. So we have with all 3 bays surrounding by dragon, like I said, it have about 969 islands, everyone. 969 islands around the bay with the big and the small.
1969
That
islands.
is only that area, but
That-
right now the other group is outside, so we wait for them. So right now I give you some time, enjoy.
That is the
inside
last
cave
area of
also,
the
right,
cave.
everyone?
We are towards the end of the cave. This is the last part of the cave, almost the end of the cave. We have beautiful structures over here also. And we can see light coming from this portion. And so it becomes the end of the cave. Now we are going down from the caves. And now from here we are going to go towards the beach. Beach is very lovely here, and between these mountains islands we see that the sun glitters on the waters. It looks like as if it is all silvery look to the beach. We can see some cruise ships over here and the mountains nearby, and it's fun to see. We are now about to reach the beach of these islands, and from the rat cave we came down towards the beach. We find many rocks over here and mountains or sort of islands in this bay. There is a nice ropeway to protect, but the stairs are all rocky. Finally at the beach. The beach is beautiful, and people from our group are seen here, and we can see the cliff. We went to the caves in this cliff. It was beautiful. We can see a bay just behind me over here, and what you can see behind me is a cliff or the mountain in which we went, the cave in this mountain. Now we again revert back to the sea area, and we can see the mountains far below behind the waters. The beach over here is lovely. The sand is of nice color. It is very light in color, white sand almost. We can see the rocky area, the small islands in the form of mountains or rocks. Wow, this is majestic.